Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Borio with Chiropassion Consulting, and this is going to be our weekly Thought Flash. We just got done in Chicago. We had a great seminar, and I thought what I would do is share with you about 6 or 7 minutes of me speaking at our last event. It was great. I wish you were there, and for those that joined us, thank you very much, obviously, for your support, and hopefully it grew a lot in your practice and in those 6 inches between your ears to help serve more people and take on the chiropractic mission. Thank you very much. Enjoy the next few minutes, and hopefully you'll enjoy and grow and be inspired as I think everyone was that was at the seminar. Thank you.
If you haven't sold it to yourself, you're never going to sell it to anybody else. And I have no problem when people say, "Oh, you're a good salesman." Okay. I've got the greatest product to sell. Why wouldn't I be a great salesman? For no man can afford to express through words or acts. See, words, what you say or what you do, right? That which is not in harmony with his or her own beliefs. And if you try to, right, you're going to lose the ability to influence others. They're just not getting it. They don't get it. They're not doing the plan. They're not bringing their spouse. They're not bringing their kids. Chances are, though there might be a challenge in how you're doing it, but chances are you are not in harmony with what you're trying to do. And that's what happens with a guy who goes to work and people just bring their kids in, and they just, like, they're here, they'll pay, they'll do everything without you even opening your mouth, versus the other person who's over there doing, like I said, the balloons and the circus and all the other stuff. And it's admirable. But the best place to work on your practice is the 6 inches between your ears. I've been to a lot of practices in the last 20 years. My first 10 years were an absolute thirst because I wanted to see more people than anybody had ever seen in a day. Though I never really knew what that number was, but I certainly wanted to see as much. So I went to anyone that was seeing anything, I wanted to go see it. Whether they were a box on the wall, whether they had health plans, whether they charged per visit, I don't care, it didn't matter. California, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, you named it, I was there. What I found was every single person did something differently. But every single person had a system. So everybody had a system. Everybody had a way, a recipe, a strategy, a way to do it. It just wasn't the same. Donna Friel didn't practice the same as Strauss, who doesn't practice the same way as Schiffman, who certainly didn't practice the same way as Reggie Gold or Ian Grossman or any of these guys ever seen, just massive numbers. They all did something differently, but they all had a very specific system on how they handled the day 1, day 2, day 3. Does anybody in here, I have Reggie Gold videos of how he handled day 1, day 2. First adjustment, once a month, when you begin wellness care, chemistry of life. And I studied those guys, man. What are they doing? And it was very confusing at first. Don't you find it confusing when you grow your practice? Don't we doctor shop? Don't we coach shop? Right? Maybe I don't want to hire you, Dr. Joe, as a coach, but I want to learn 4. Well, I really like those 4 things. I'm going to put those in there. Then you're going to go listen to somebody else. I'm going to listen. I like those 4 things. Then you're talking to your buddy. Hey, what are you doing? I'm going to do that. What are you doing? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I did it. I did that too. Right? And then you got this, craziness happening. And then because you don't have a system, it's tough for you to manage it. It's tough for you to find out where it's falling apart. It's tough for you to find out where you're not doing a good job. Okay? So I'll talk about PVA. We all know what PVA is, right? Patient visit average. Big number. Everybody wants to judge your practice on PVA. Okay? It's a great number. But what I want you to do is, first off, I don't do PVA monthly. I do PVA usually, I say every 3. I probably do it every 6 months. PVA isn't as critical. I want to know where people are dropping out. So take a new patient and track them. Take a look at your dropouts. That's a more important number to me than your PVA, especially initially. Where are you losing them? How far were they in the practice before they fell off? Because that will tell you more than anything. Hey, they were there one day and they left, and 80% of them are leaving after the first visit. You know, you've got some challenges, right? And maybe they're staying for a month. Chances are they never had a paradigm shift and they're staying for symptomatic care only and they're leaving. Right? But if you don't have a system, if you don't have, I do a 3-day. You don't have to do a 3-day, I don't care what you do. But if you don't have a system, then it's tough for you to step back when you take a look at your dropouts and go, that's where they're dropping, so now I know what I need to do or where I need to train to stop that problem. Without the system, you can't do it. That's why a system is vitally important, whatever that system is, okay? And then you have to train on that system. The other advantage you get, we talked about that when I initially started, right? When you have a system in place, then it's easy for you to go, okay, this month we're going to practice day 1, this month we're going to practice day 2, this month we're going to practice day 3, this month we're going to practice first miss, this month we're going to practice, and it will be a month. I don't practice like a day, and they got it. And then I'm going to practice first re-exam, and then what am I going to do? You know, and we make it fun. And then every once in a while, my staff needs a little reminder. See, they're not chiropractors. They didn't jump into the profession to save people's lives. You can make them warriors, you can make them great soldiers, but they're not chiropractors. You guys got to remember that. They work with you, not for you. So knowing that initially, you need to know when you're working with your staff that they're going to get burnt out. They're going to get frustrated. They're bleeding for you up front too. If you don't think you're burnt out, you don't think they're stressed. Because what happens when things aren't going well? Who are you beating up? Your staff. You're beating up your staff. Oh my God, what are you doing? Making calls? What are you doing? You know, what's going on? Let me look at the sheet today. Let me look at the sheet today. Who's coming in? How many new ones we got? Right? So you start beating up on them. They're not chiropractors. The best way to have a great staff is to inspire them. Make them feel part of your mission. Make them feel part of your practice. Greatest general ever lived. Who was he? Alexander the Great. What did he do? Conquered the world as it was known. How old was he when he died? 30 years old. Conquered the world. And he's 30. And his men would die for him. Willingly. What, they have Humvees cruising around? Water at any time they wanted it. Comfortable. He got the MR3s or whatever those little meals they were. They had all great armor. Everything was all polished. That's what his guys had. Do you think that's what they stormed Europe with? How did they get across mountains? There weren't even roads.
Hi. Hopefully you've enjoyed the last few minutes of our seminar. Our next conference is going to be in New York City in Manhattan in September. Please take a visit at our website, chiropassionconsulting.com, and you'll see the dates, you'll see the hotel, you'll also see a whole bunch of testimonials. Also sign up for email weekly thought flashes. Every week I'll come to you with segments from our seminar or some moments of inspiration that I have on a weekly basis to help you serve more people and continue the passion and the certainty and the sacred trust that our forefathers instilled in us when they gave us chiropractic. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.